Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So something a little bit different for you. And again, I forgot to change
General
audio.
quarters.
We'll have to turn this down because I know this is really loud.
Let's give them a hard time.
Sorry about that. But something a little bit different. I thought I'd do a World of Warships replay on Team Damage. So I don't play this game a whole lot, but every once in a while, if I'm having a bad day at World of Tanks, I'll go ahead and hop on here and play this, and I do pretty good at it. But the problem you run into on this is like with World of Tanks. You had team damage. Most of the team damage that happened on World of Tanks was intentional. You did have your occasional slip up where you pulled the trigger, somebody drove in front of an enemy tank, and you accidentally hit them, or artillery, you might splash too close to a friendly and whatnot. But they took, the friendly fire out of it. Well, World of Warships, they have not taken friendly fire out. When I'm detected, I blow the horn like that. But just to let people know, hey, I'm detected. Some people do it, some people don't. This thing, some of the boats, I've been getting really good. I suck at light tanks and World of Tanks, but World of Warships, I'm actually pretty darn good in these faster boats. This is like a medium speed one here. But I like these ones because you can see it fires like a madman. I'm going to pause it. I don't think I can pause the replay now. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up just a little bit so you can hear some of the bangs and booms and whatnot, because obviously you're not going to be able to hear much of anything this way. There we go. So it warns you if you're heading towards land, is with that thing right there, it's saying turn. But this thing fires just like just a machine. I mean, you put lead down range with this like fast. I'll change views kind of back and forth. This one's kind of cool because it's got torpedoes. And the problem you have, though, when you launch your torpedoes is if you have a friendly boat in front of you, once you hit that button and launch them, it's fire and forget. And so it happens at the end of the match. Somebody on my team, I launched the torpedoes, and it launches 3 of them, and he was driving away. He was going away from the torpedoes.
The ship is on fire.
I launched my torpedoes, and all of a sudden he turns literally right into my line.
Our victory is in sight.
So I just sunk that one. Now I'm going for this one here. Love the rate of fire on this. When they're orangish, reddish like that, those are AG. When they're white, that means they're AP. See how his are white, mine are like a reddish or a yellow. That means he's shooting AP, I'm shooting HE. And then I think I switch here in a little bit. But anyway, so back to what happened. He launches his torpedoes, and instead of just keeping on going, see, and you got torpedoes on each side. So I launched 3 here. This isn't where it happens. But when you're in a lighter boat like this, if you keep turning, it makes it harder for them to hit you. But so I launched my torpedoes because he just drove past me. He launched his torpedoes, he drove past me, and 99% of the time, what most people with half a brain do is once they launch their torpedoes, they just keep right on going. They'll drive right by you because they know that you're there if they're paying attention. This guy obviously was not paying attention, and I had launched my torpedoes. And what's he do? Instead of just keeping on going straight so that, they miss him, he literally drives right into my torpedo. I'll tell you when it's going to happen up here. But he literally drives right smack dab into my torpedo. It's like he turned into the damn thing. I mean, you'll watch him, he's turning, going to the right, and all of a sudden, bam, he turns to the left and just literally drives right into my torpedo. The graphics on this game are pretty good. I love it with the boats like this when you fire. Can you imagine this thing? Watch this. Once they're all loaded, it's just bam, 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 bam. Not when you're getting hit, though. There, I just spit out some more torpedoes. I mean, that is so freaking cool. The graphics on this are pretty awesome. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. And then the guy, I typed on there, I'm like, you know, because it literally blew me up. Because see, it tells you torpedoes dead ahead, so I know there's torpedoes right in front of me, friendly or enemy. It lets you know, you know they're there. And this idiot drives right into them. I'm like, what the frick? But oh yeah. So, anyways, it penalized me. I blow up. It blew him up because I hit him with 2 torpedoes. He didn't have a lot of health left anyways, but it's just the point that he drove into my torpedoes. I hit him, blows him up, so I automatically get penalized. It blew me up because of blowing him up. And, you know, thank gosh our team had a good lead and we won. But thanks to this guy now, I mean, you saw a minute ago, it said torpedoes to your port or whatever, you know, I mean, you know there's torpedoes there. So what's he do? He turns into it. So I typed down there, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Somebody isn't paying attention, drives into my torpedo, and I get penalized. And somebody on the team, he goes, yeah, I know, right? The guy that did it, though, he says something like, it wasn't my fault, it was your fault. I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? I'm like, you idiot, you drove right into my torpedo. But it's my fault. And I mean, it's not like, I could have or could have not. I mean, it's a plain and simple, he screwed up, drove right into my torpedo. So I'm going to, once I come around the corner up here, they're actually, I don't know if you can see my mouse on this game, like you can't whirl the tanks, but they're over here. So I'm getting my torpedoes ready just to play it safe, and sure enough, I think it says I'm detected here in a second. I had a feeling they were around this corner. So here I'm coming, and here, he's back. Where is he? I think it's this guy right here. I'm not sure. It says detected. So there they are. I launched some torpedoes. I think they actually were out of range anyways, but yeah, you never know. You can launch all your shells at once like that, or else you can do like this. I kind of like doing it like that because if you pull the trigger and your salvo all are going kind of the same area, all your shells will miss. Where this, you can kind of maneuver, you know, change your aim as you're shooting. But you can see as soon as I got lit up, I took some shots and I started turning. Automatically that way they have trouble locking on to you. So it's this guy right here. He's almost dead anyways. So I'm just pounding him any way I can. But you're going to see, he just launched his torpedo. So normally what most people do is they keep going straight across. Not this guy. Watch what he does. So he starts turning. I saw him though. And then I went ahead and launched my torpedoes. Because he was going, like he should have, that way. But then all of a sudden he turns. Now watch this. He knows they're there. It's telling him there's torpedoes to your left. And he drives right into it. Boom.
We've blown up an Allied destroyer.
End of story. So, yeah, that, I finished him off right there. And then I got blown up because of him driving in front of my torpedoes. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so I got blown up and, you know, fined or whatever because of him driving into my torpedo. Then he blames me. You know, your fault. Yeah, you're the one controlling your ship and obviously not paying attention when it says that. But anyways, if you're going to hold on for a minute, I'll some post-game stats and we'll talk about it a little bit more because I don't think I can pause this. So, yes, what the fuck? Someone drives in front of your torps and you get a penalty? Really nice. And the other guy says, yeah, laugh out loud, I know, right? And then the other guy that actually did pull out in front of me, he says, it wasn't my fault, it was your fault. I'm like, dude, you drove, like you drove in front of my frickin' shells. Yeah, see, your fault. No, you drove in front of my torpedoes, you idiot. But yeah, so anyways, hold on for a minute, guys, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's the results of that match. Yeah, the thing, they need to take friendly fire out of this like they did World of Tanks because you got idiots that drive literally in front of your torpedoes and get hit with 2 of your torpedoes and then your fined. You're the one that gets in trouble for some stupid ass that don't know what they're doing. I mean, there's bells and whistles, and it tells you torpedoes that was such and such a thing, and it's called look at your frickin' what's going on around you. Go to the third party. You see a torpedo coming at you, fucking move. But no, these idiots drive right in front of the torpedoes so that they take two in the side, and then you get in trouble for it. I got fined for causing damage of 18,222 credits and 66 experience because some douchebag drove right in front of my torpedoes. I mean, I've been playing this game not even close to as long as World of Tanks, and it just cracks me up that this game has got just as many window lickers as World of Tanks does. I guess it's across the board. You get, an idiot behind a keyboard and a mouse. They don't know what they're doing. And then the guy blames me. I said, yeah, it's really nice in the text or whatever. I sent a message, and then everybody can read it. And I said, that's really nice. Some idiot drives in front of your torpedoes, gets hit, and then you get in trouble. He types back, really, it was your fault. No, I'm not the one that was in charge of your boat driving it and drove in front of two frickin' torpedoes. Fucking assholes. Anyways, I did the most damage. And I'm getting a -1 kill because I sunk that fucking retard. Oh my god, it was this idiot right here, this Meta King. More like need to know how to play a freaking game. Stupid ass. But we had 5,530 damage to this guy, 763. I mean, he was already almost dead. I mean, I only hit him for 763 damage. It sunk him, but I mean, whatever. At 1,300, there's 13,624 to this guy, 9,517 to this guy, 7379, and 2150. So he had 78 shots of 144 shots of high explosive, 78 hit for 18,190 damage with those. That was our main battery. And then I shot AP also, 92 of those, 54 hit for 7,525. I think, to be honest with you, I think HE is the way to really go, because a lot of times you'll have rounds that go completely through with the AP. It over-penetrates the boat that you're shooting at, so it doesn't do any damage. It literally goes right through the boat. Let's see if we can find some high explosives. We're going to look at him because he was hit just by 2 torpedoes. I'm sorry. It just cracks me up. I mean, they need to do the same thing with this, is take away friendly fire. Armor piercing 32 and high explosive fires. I guess maybe it doesn't show. I thought it did. Warship spotted, starting cause unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm sorry. I thought maybe it used to show you, but it would say like hit so many boats, so many rounds penetrated, so many rounds over penetrated. I guess it doesn't do that anymore. They just had an update just recently. Yeah, it doesn't say. But anyway, so holy smokes, yeah. So, you do damage to a teammate because he drives in front of your shells, and yeah, causing damage to allies, penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. You are penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. So they should penalize him for being a dipshit and not know how to, control his boat and pay attention to what's going on around you. Number of co-op battles without violation still penalty is lifted. 12. Holy crap. Man, that's a lot. You'd think I do this all the time. Yeah, they definitely need to get rid of friendly damage, because that, I'll click OK, and then I'm going to get off World of Warships because it just pissed me off. They should penalize that guy for being a retard. I'm not driving in front of this torpedo coming at me. I'm not going to try and turn. I'm going to go right at it. Oh, boom, I blowed up. And then I get penalized. Really bright. But anyways, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I don't do a whole lot of videos for World of Warships, but I thought this would be a good one. And hopefully somebody from World of Warships, World of Tanks, Wargaming sees this and decide that they should, that's pretty cool looking boats. They should get rid of, you know, friendly fire like they did in World of Tanks. It just would make it so much more enjoyable when you launch your torpedoes. Or, I mean, I've had people literally, as I'm shooting at boats from like this boat right here, you know, it's got some big ass guns, and you shoot across the map, and then you'll have somebody in a smaller, like not a destroyer, I don't even know what the freaking boats are. You got destroyers and battleships and whatnot. So you'll have somebody drive right in front of your shell to get really close to the enemy, and you're shooting at the enemy, and they'll drive and stop, literally stop, like in front of it to launch their torpedoes or something. But there's shells coming at the enemy enemy boat that you're shooting at, and then they get hit because they stopped right in front of it to launch their torpedoes instead of just keeping on moving. It cracks me up. The people on World of Warships are just no better than they are in World of Tanks. The caliber of player nowadays. Maybe I better go to some third-person shooter and start playing that instead. Holy crap. Anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the water battlefield too. Take it easy, guys.